We're on day 14 of Inktober Tangles 2025. I'm Lisa Crow, a certified Zentangle teacher, and today I'm going to teach you how to do Schoggi by Annett Rümpler, who is a certified Zentangle teacher. This one is so much fun. I love it. So we're going to go up from the bottom left hand corner to the right hand corner and create like a sort of needle shape, and then starting at the bit at the stem where it's the broadest, we're going to do as if it's an orb that's kind of split by this needle shape, and then we're going to add a bit of weight here, just where those angular areas are. You don't need to add a lot. I'm just going to zoom out just a tad. And this tangle is just lovely. I really like it. And then once we've done that, we're going to create an aura that's going to aura everything that we have created. And I always just turn my tile to make it easier for drawing, because I personally find it easier to tangle towards me. You might find it's different for you. So now that I've got that aura created, we're going to do the exact same thing again. So we're going to create another pair of these orbs either side, and we're going to do a little bit of weighting. Like so. And then aura our full shape. Now, the way that I have tangled this, you can see that some of the tangle is disappearing off the page. Now, that doesn't matter. I think that actually makes it look a bit more interesting. And I'm going to add another couple of these orbs up here. And you can make these orbs smaller as they go up, or they can be similar sizes. The bottom orb here is the biggest one, but these ones can get smaller as you go up, or you can do them roughly the same. It's just whatever way that you would like to approach this. I'm doing our inking again. Just creating that aura. So this kind of reminds me of like as if it was a nut or something, like a pod of nuts. I don't even know if nuts are in pods. But that's just what it reminds me of, like walnut, or I don't even know. But really fun to draw one way or another. And you could approach the shading in this in so many different ways. So this is the most basic format of this tangle. That's basically the inking done. So I'm going to come up with my graphite pencil on both sides of that first shape that we created. And then come in with my blending stump and just smooth that out. And then when it comes to the rest of it, I just treat these as if they're almost like a gemstone. So I shade them by putting a little bit of graphite just on the outside bottom section of each. and then smooth that graphite in to the paper. And then you can come in with your white pastel pencil. If you're using white pastel pencil, I'm going to go up this centre line, and I think I'm going to go in this section in the centre as well. I like these tangles. I've said this so many times on these different videos that I've been creating for Inktober Tangles and any other ones that I've taught as well. I love working with tan tiles. Tan tiles are my favourite surface to work on because I like being able to add the contrast. It's not just shading, you can add the highlights and contrast as well. So now that I've got the shade put in and we've got some contrast there, I'm going to come into these orb shapes and just on the opposite side from where I've put that shade, I put the white pastel pencil and smooth that out. And this next stage is not in the step outs, but what I'm going to do is to put some lines out on little stripes on that outside section, just all the way around. Like I say, this is not in the original step out, so if you would rather just leave this bit out in yours, feel free to not do this. Just in this all the way around. Just taking your time. I'm always saying that I tangle faster on camera than I do when I'm just tangling for myself. See, I was thinking about doing the same thing up the centre. Will I do that? Yeah, I think because then it kind of brings these two things together. Yeah, I'm going to add some striping in here as well. This is a fun tangle to draw because it's just so quick to pull together. And I think what I'm going to do with this tangle is to restate some of those lines where I have kind of muted some of my ink with the graphite and with the pastel pencil. Don't have to go over all the lines necessarily. So I'm just about done. I think I'm going to put a bit of graphite down underneath here. I think that looks quite dramatic. And I will add my chalk here. So that is Schoggi by Annett Rümpler, and I will show you the way that I've previously tangled this, if I can find it somewhere on this page. You might spot it before I do. Oh yes, of course, it's up here and here. So this is a really fun one to do, and you can see if I have these side by side, this is much closer to the step outs because Annett does not have it with these stripes. I just kind of felt like adding them just now, and I've done these ones both pretty similar to one another. So yeah, tomorrow we are going to be doing Puffle by Sandy Hunter, who is another certified Zentangle teacher. So hopefully you'll join me for day 15 as well, and I'll see you tomorrow. So thanks for joining in today, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.